Hello everyone watching the video. We have developed a disease detector bot using Python for the Ignite hacks. So with a small code, let me move on with the presentation. That is, health is wealth and don't try to play with both. That is health and the wealth. So with a small code, let me move on to the project. Presentation about a project. So it is actually a chatbot developed entirely using Python, which helps in detecting the disease of the person using the answers given by the user according to the questions put forth. So this is a a short description of a project within one line. So I hope it is understandable. So even though, let me move on with the proceed to the next slide. So it will be a pretty clear-cut idea of how a project works. So our team is metadata and it is done by myself, Srinike, Atishyam, and Subikshay. We are students of PSC Institute of Technology and Applied Research, Coimbatore, belonging to the Electronics and Communication Engineering Department of a second year students. So let me move on to the presentation. So this is the entire timeline of our project, how we developed the board. So initially we gathered the data set, which is got both the training and testing data, and then we actually pre-process the data so that it becomes usable. And then we also develop a ML model, which is nothing but a decision tree model. And we trained the model and built the model. And then we have created a small bot maker, and I could ask questions. And then finally, according to the user's input, it will be displaying the correct disease name and recommendations to overcome it. But if for this hacking, we have done until the disease name and as well as the symptoms for the disease. So we are actually developing it, and we'll hope we'll be coming up with the recommendations to overcome it as well. So without much delay, let me proceed further. So this is the working of our project. So our bot is actually interactive bot, and it will be asking different questions each and every time. And the questions which is asked earlier will not be repeated again. And it will change the number of questions each and every time. And the query change will depend according to the user's input. And we use actually the decision tree algorithm, which is nothing but a machine learning algorithm to generate the output. And then we'll also displays the disease present, and symptoms given if required, like according to we'll tune the bot as well as the confidence level. And what are the advantages of a project? So it is easy to understand. So even a person who is not very understand, like who is not able to give right answers, could easily understand the project and and make the bot he become more interactive with the bot, and the bot is very interactive as I already mentioned. And the questions will be very simple, whatever questions we ask, user has to give just a one or a zero. So that simple our project is, and no hesitation, because when you start playing with the bot, you won't feel that you're actually asking like you're playing with a dog, like ask similar to in chatting with someone, or not not similar to what you go and visit the doctors. They will ask some tough questions, maybe not tough questions, but questions which will make us very feel bad. And finally, we could actually identify the disease, and also leads to correct diagnosis or reach doctors. So this is the advantages of our project. And these are a few screenshots of our project work. So initially it says I am a health detector bot. So it's not called the disease detector or health detector bot. So I'll also reply genuinely so that you get the right answer. So initially it will again start with the question condition. So we have got here various questions. So this is just a part of this part of the output. So there are still many more questions which is not visible within this screenshot. So I've just captured a part of it. And then finally I've given this. So you may or it is telling what kind of disease you may have and what are the symptoms you having. So and it will give an output according to that. So this is our project works, and these are the important links. So it's a GitHub link for a project, the presentation deck for the whatever presentation you've seen, and a YouTube link which will be updated because this now I'm recording it. And yeah, so thanks a lot for the Ignite team, Ignite Ideathon team, for providing us the opportunity to pitch our idea and as well as a kind of a prototype as well. And we hope to see that our idea gets selected and receive prizes as well. Fingers crossed. And happy hacking to all other hackers as well. So thanks a lot for this opportunity.